Welcome back to the Christian Bachelorette. My name is Jayme and I'm your host. This is episode 5 and we are talking about a very, very, very sensitive subject today. And that is rejection. I'm going to be a little vulnerable with y'all, and this is my core wound. The last time we talked about Peter Pan, and the amount of Peter Pans that rejected me is ridiculous. But I would love to just share a little bit about my story with rejection. And, it's the main reason why I didn't want to date multiple people, and I didn't want to have to reject. And I really, really did not want to be rejected. But God said, go. So I went. And here's the thing. Rejection actually isn't that bad. It really isn't that bad. And through all of the rejecting I had to do and through my own rejection, the Lord refined me over and over and over again. Okay, but here's the thing is rejection does crazy things to people. There's something about there's something about rejection in the relationship realm that just makes people kind of psycho. And my guess is that it triggers core wounds, it triggers inner child, it triggers inner teen, but there's something about rejection that deeply hurts people, and they just become crazy, myself included. So I'd love to share just a little bit about what it looked like for me to reject people. I had stayed in relationships too long, partly because I didn't want to reject them. And I didn't want to hurt them. I felt really bad. And while that I think is a good quality, the truth is I was taking responsibility for them. It was never my responsibility to take. So through this journey, God changed me. I was able to be brave. I was able to be strong. I was able to be courageous. And with wisdom, I got to reject people. And even though it hurt me and even though it made me sad, I got to learn that it was not my responsibility. Oh, but then when I got rejected, I think this was the hard one, right? I had to learn, and I had to know, and I had to remember that I was valuable, that I wasn't too much, that I was more than enough. I had to remember all of the amazing qualities that the Lord has specifically given me. I had to remember who I was in Him, who He created me to be. And even more than that, I had to remember that He doesn't just have a good plan for me, that He actually has the best of the best plan for me. So in the beginning, getting rejected was really hard. And I did my best to divorce myself from any outcome. I really did. Anyone that I dated, I tried. And if I got rejected, I tried to not take it personal, but I did. And through time, something changed. What I started to realize was a lot of times it wasn't even about me. And if it was about me, that the Lord, He was my bodyguard. He was stepping in and He was protecting me over and over and over again. I got to the point, you guys, where when I would get rejected, I'd be like, oh, I feel bad for the guy. That sucks to be him. I'm pretty awesome to be with. And it actually ended up bringing me so much joy. So I for sure had a full circle moment with rejection, and For me, I learned to reject rejection and see the beauty in it. And my heart for you is that when you get rejected, remember that God, He's your bodyguard and He has the best, and He prunes and He provides. And not only that, if you have to reject, God's going to provide for that person too. But you can do it. You can do it in Jesus' name. Okay, we are going to end on Psalm 37. Psalm 37:7. Quiet your heart in His presence and pray. Keep your hope alive as you long for God to come through for you. And that is my hope, that you would keep your hope alive. Next episode, we are going to talk about perseverance.